Hi, my name is Katie. Most of you probably know me from my Re-Rock style classes at Recycle, but I wanted to give you a little bit more of an inside look into my life outside of the studio. So for those of you that don't know, I'm finishing my dietetic internship at Mass General, studying nutrition to become an RD. So a lot of what it takes to be an RD is teaching people how to live healthfully, cook, eat good food, and overall take on kind of a more healthy lifestyle. So most of the things I get asked most often are, what food should I eat? And the easiest way for me to answer that is to show you what I have in my fridge. So for the first time ever, you are getting a sneak peek to the inside of the fridge of Katie Andrews. All right, so as you can see, the first and most important thing is that I keep it stocked. Grocery shopping can be a challenge for all of us, but as long as you make it a priority, whether that's using an online food service, joining a CSA, stopping on your way home from work, putting aside a couple hours in the weekend, whatever it is, I guarantee you we can all make some time to make it to the grocery store. So I personally like to do it on my way home from work or on the weekends, but that's just what works for me. So I'm going to start down here in the beverage area. A couple things that I really like to have on hand. I'm a big fan of juices. I have a juicer, but a lot of the times, especially in the winter, I don't have the time to use it. So carrot juice is one of my favorites. I love the Adwala brand. It's low in calories, just 70 for the 8-ounce serving. And when I really want just something a little bit sweet in the morning, this is what I go for. The nice thing about this juice is it stays a little bit longer than the juice that you'll make on your own. So the second thing that you might see a lot of in this middle section of my fridge are leftovers. I can guarantee you that any nutrition student probably does a lot of cooking, which means they do a lot of leftovers. My husband has never been a big fan. You're never going to convert them, so just give up. Just keep them for yourself. But an example is this weekend I made chili for the Super Bowl. I had leftover turkey sausage, so last night I got home from the studio and I made a pasta with turkey sausage and veggies. Canned sauce, pasta, vegetables, a lean protein, a perfectly balanced meal. It was ready in 10 or 15 minutes, and now I have lunch for the week. Keep things in little containers. Oftentimes I'll portion this out if I know I'm going to take it for lunch, so it's an easy grab and go in the morning and you're not wasting time on the way to work. The other thing I like to do, besides leftovers, are fancy leftovers. So a lot of the times we all like to splurge, we all like to eat out. Area 4 is a great pizza place. They also have great beer, but mainly a great pizza place up in Cambridge. We went this weekend for lunch. I had leftovers. I brought them home. Sunday night when I made the chili, I had a friend who's a vegetarian. I heated up a couple pieces of this for her. You're paying for your full meal, so rather than let it go to waste or feel like you have to eat the whole thing, definitely take it home. You've got an easy dinner or lunch on hand. Finally, there's one thing that most people are surprised of by me. It's that I'm a bargain shopper. So I always like to get a good deal. I know one of the things people complain about the most about eating healthfully is that it's expensive. And I understand. I've been a graduate student for 3 years. So one item I always have in my fridge and I never pay full price for is yogurt. There's tons of brands out there. I like the Chobani's. I also like these Emmys. And I like the Stonyfield smoothies, but I never pay full price for any of them. Stonyfield, they always have coupons out. Check the circulars in the front of the stores. And Chobani's, a lot of the time you can get them 4 for $5 at Whole Foods. They're a great easy breakfast. They're an easy thing to have on hand, good source of protein, and low in fat. These zeros have none. So as much as it might look like a ton of thought and a ton of pre-planning went into this fridge, really it's just a couple small steps each week, whether it's just putting aside the time for shopping, putting aside the time for cooking, or really just bringing home some healthy leftovers, and you can have easy, convenient weeknight meals.